Alright, so before we start our reassembly, there's one other thing I want to talk about, and that's the jetting. Because like these carbs, I'd never taken them apart. These aren't carbs off a running bike I had. So because these are carbs that I haven't ever worked on, the one thing you can't trust is the jetting. Because prior to me getting them, somebody may have drilled these jets, put different jets in and all that. And I'll show you an example. So like for these two, this is for a 920. So one of them is going to be a 126. And so this is actually a 126. I bought them off Jets R Us. And so if you look with just this example here, it won't fit in there. So I know that one's small compared to if I look at the jet on this one that's supposed to be about a 126, 128, something like that. You can see this one's been drilled or it's the wrong jet. So if I'd have used that jet right there, it would have thrown the carburetors off because the jetting would have been wrong. If we compare it to the other jet over here, this is the little one, that's the big one, you can see that that jet's okay. So it's about the size. It's a little bit bigger because it sticks on there than this 126 right here. You can see it doesn't stick at all. But one thing to note about the jets is unless it's your carbs that you've cleaned up, you know it was running and everything was fine, you're just cleaning them up. You want to make sure and change out these jets because you can't trust what people have done in the past with the jetting. So we'll get set up here. We'll get our jets correct for the carburetors. They're different for the 920. One of them's a 126, one of them's a 128, or a 124 if it's a shaft drive. And then we got the 41s for the idle. And we'll get all of that ready to go. Then we'll start this assembly. Alright, so let's get to reassembling. So I'll just do this with some music in the background, and you can see how it all goes together. And you can slow it down on YouTube to make it go slow again, but we'll do it in high speed. That way you don't have to sit here and watch this whole thing, but you can see all the parts of it. So here we go. go. So as simple as that, we got our carbs put back together. Wasn't too bad at all. So you can see all the mechanism works good. Got it all greased up. Everything looks good there. Our slides are sliding good. So we're in good shape. So now all we got to do is get the fuel height right, and then we got to bench sync them, and we're ready to throw them on the bike and see how they do. Well, alright, so there's how to disassemble, clean up, and reassemble some first gen Hitachi carburetors that were in really bad shape, but they'll turn out nice just like that right there. Well, alrighty. Well, thanks for watching.